There are significant differences in the ways of knowledge and action between Eastern and Western civilizations. Western civilization emphasizes rationality and emphasizes the abstract spiritual world and logical deduction. Plato's theory of ideas holds that the world of ideas is eternal and true, pure and perfect, and this pursuit of absolute truth runs through the entire history of Western philosophy. Whitehead even claimed that Western history is merely a footnote to Plato's ideas, reflecting the West's preference for abstract logic and reasoning. In contrast, Eastern civilization focuses more on reasonableness and practice. Chinese philosophy focuses on the real world and concrete things, believing that truth is inherent in concrete things and practices, and that the development of things is constantly changing. Our understanding of truth and things needs to be dynamically adjusted in practice. In the book The Great Learning, it is said that knowledge is acquired by examining things, and then by examining things, knowledge is reached. That is, understanding things leads to knowledge. Jushi believed that the purpose of investigating things is to give our knowledge of eternal principles. Principles are abstract, things are concrete, and only through concrete things can we understand abstract principles. The concept of practice leads to true knowledge has deeply influenced Eastern culture, and Wang Yangming proposed the concept of unity of knowledge and action, emphasizing the importance of practicing in things and honing one's conscience in specific situations. He believed that relying solely on meditation or empty talk of truth could not truly gain wisdom. There is also a sharp contrast in the ways of thinking between the East and the West. The West emphasizes the distinction between phenomena and essence, attempting to find the fundamental laws through rational thinking and phenomena. The East emphasizes the combination of body and use, advocating for a balance between body, subject, and use, function, in practice. For example, middle school as the body, Western learning as the application reflects the inclusiveness, comprehensiveness, and flexibility of Eastern culture, while also embodying an almost stubborn absolute confidence at the root. In addition, Western philosophy emphasizes learning to know, while Chinese philosophy emphasizes learning to apply. Western philosophy is centered on knowledge and characterized by speculation, while Chinese philosophy is centered on life experience and integrates daily life, emotions, and moral practice. There are also different views between the East and the West on the relationship between emotions and rationality. Western thought tends to view emotions as the opposite of reason, believing that emotions can lead to irrational decision-making and recklessness, and therefore advocating for the exclusion of emotional interference. Eastern thought, on the other hand, believes that humans are not entirely rational animals, but also have emotions and higher value pursuits. It affirms the value of human relationships and believes that emotions such as benevolence, sympathy, and loyalty are the key to a happy life. Eastern culture believes that sensibility and intuition can compensate for the blind spots of rational thinking, provide a wiser and more adaptable perspective, and help people make more humane decisions. Westerners are accustomed to discerning right from wrong, emphasizing rules and legitimacy, and treating things differently than people. Chinese people, on the other hand, take into account social customs and strive for reasonableness and harmony. Rational thinking relies on knowledge, experience, and logical reasoning, and belongs to convergent analytical thinking. Intuitive perception often gives us a divergent, holistic perspective, and emotions enable us to perceive the emotional appeals hidden behind others' viewpoints, and encourage us to take proactive actions that are more in line with human nature. In short, the unity of knowledge and action is an important principle of Eastern philosophy. Without action, there is no knowledge. Information itself is not knowledge. Only the ability to transform information into understanding, organization, and application through practice can be called knowledge. Otherwise, it is dead knowledge. So, knowledge and action are the same thing. We often say that we have learned many truths, but still cannot live a good life. As Confucius said, those who know are not as good as those who are good, and those who are good are not as good as those who are happy. Simply understanding many truths is useless. Only by practicing them in practice can one truly experience the joy and meaning behind them. Because true wisdom comes from practice and experience. I am Wu Huaiyu, a PhD from the Chinese Academy of Sciences and a postdoctoral fellow from Peking University, and the founder of AI Philosophy.